Welcome in. It is day 309, and you're speaking to the Meeples Champion. And today, we're going to be going over a small game. It's the first in what's actually quite a few of these that I've seen in stores. And it's a very difficult game. The game is called Innovation. Now, I was introduced to Innovation on Board Game Arena. A friend of mine owns it. He's a big fan. And me and a couple friends joined him to get together and try this out together. We ended up quitting and not finishing the game. He loves it. We just couldn't stand it. The game is just, it's so many words. And when I say that, I mean, if you get a card, that card is massively detailed in wording. It's no cool pictures. It's not something where you throw it out there and it feels like a theme. This just feels like somebody's writing down definition after definition on a piece of paper. And they go, here's card 1, here's card 2. And you're trying to reach a point of getting points, and to get something that will complete the game. But at any point, somebody can play a card that all of a sudden destroys all your points or changes up how it finishes. It feels like, to me, this game is almost like a Munchkin or a Flux, but like the original game that would have inspired them. Instead, this is apparently quite popular, and it's like like a chess version, I guess, for those who are really into this, of high thinking strategy card playing. It's an interesting idea. I personally feel like it falls flat on its face. It's not for me, but he likes it. Clearly other people do. They've got at least 4 or 5 expansions out for it. It clearly sells. I see it in stores. So I can't argue with the fact that it has obviously a following. It's just not a game I ever want to try again. So that's my opinion, but why don't we jump in? Let's talk our 7 categories and see where this one lands for us. When it comes to the art, there is no art. The box just says Innovation. If you get the first box, it's one color. This next box is a different color. They don't do anything special. They just change the colors. And the cards are just filled with words. There's nothing artistic here. It's a big thumbs down. Components. I'll give them this. They make a good card. The card isn't going to rip or tear or wear. It's clearly designed to last. I'll give it a thumbs up. Your price. You're probably paying 15 to 20-ish for this game. It's not too expensive, but I just don't see why. I don't think I'd buy this game for $5. I would put it in a corner and never play it again. Again, if it's a game for you, go for it. But in my opinion, you're not getting a game you're going to ever get to use here. It's just taking up space. I don't care how cheap it is. It's out there. It's available. It's in 3, maybe 4 out of 5 board game stores. You're going to find this in a Barnes & Noble. It won't be in a Target, but you'll find it online. It's available. It's not too expensive, and yet it's still, to me, the price is too much. It's just not worth it. Thumbs down. Difficulty. Only expert. That's my opinion. I would never have a kid try it. I would never have a beginner try it. I don't think an experienced player should play this game. This is a game that is for experts, and I mean specific experts. When I love chess, I'm a big chess player. I admit, chess is something anybody can play, but very few can truly enjoy. I play a lot of chess. I've in my lifetime played thousands upon that. I might be somewhere in the 10,000 range for total chess games. If you're talking my chess club matches with family and friends growing up, my matches online. I mean, I've played so many on different websites. I feel like that's the kind of specialist that you need to have for this game. You need to be somebody who is committed to this and truly has a lifetime of experience for this game to be worthwhile for you and for the difficulty to be not that hard. So for me, difficulty is you're failing on 3.5 out of your 4 sections. It's a big thumbs down. Replayability. Well, I don't want to ever play it again, so it's not very replayable for me. I don't think this is a game that you're going to get people to want to play. The problem for me is that as you're playing and you feel like you're getting something going, Usually, for most games, the idea is that you're trying to get a mechanism running. I don't know what game you want to think of, but think of any game, and the realistic situation is you have probably gotten something for either a strategy or for a a a running setup of this card causes this and I'm using that because of this, and you chain your pieces together to make the game run well and flow, and you're once you get that mechanism fully running, you feel like you've created something. And in this game, at any point somebody can destroy your mechanism, and that's just so draining. And you might be 30 minutes in and you think you're about to be done and you don't love the game but you didn't hate it, and all of a sudden somebody does something and the game that is about to be done in a minute is now going to be another 30 minutes, and hopefully you can finish then. To me, that kills replayability. The instant that happens to you, and it will happen more often than not, you're done. You're not going to want to play again, and you're not going to want to play for a while. It kills off your expectations, your hope. It's just a thumbs down. Keys to victory. Technically, the keys to victory are about finding out the different ways that you can score and trying to find a way for you to get the points where it's possible, to chain different types of the same color or the same type of there are certain symbols on cards that you can chain, and you're trying to get these built up towards a winning condition. But because of the fact that this game at any point can just rip all of that away from you, can reset you or reset the rule, that to me kills off keys. That has to make this a thumbs down. Is it unique? It's not unique. You would think a game that I'm giving this bad of a review to would be pretty unique, but it's not unique. It's a game that is, in my opinion, a much worse produced version of Munchkin and Flux. It's a game that has all sorts of winning conditions and yet all sorts of way to prevent those winning conditions, and it is not unique in that respect. Thumbs down. Overall, what do I think? I don't recommend this game to anybody. If you are somebody who likes an extremely difficult game and you have a few people that you really know are into those as well, and you're going to really focus and say, we as a group enjoy this style game and we only get a few things because we know this is our style, then that's great. And if you're one of that little niche group, grab it, because this obviously hits for some people. But the worry for this game with me is not that you won't enjoy it. You might. I have a friend who does. But that's not the point. It's the point of, can you play it with anyone? You don't want to get a game just so you have the game and you never play it. I was extremely excited many years ago, and I invested and bought the game Shogi. I feel like I had a general idea how the game worked, but I can never truly test myself because nobody I know plays Shogi, and nobody I know wants to make the effort to learn it well enough to get to play with me. So unlike chess, which is widely available and everybody at least has heard of chess and has maybe even tried it a little bit, Shogi is not that game. This to me is the same style. It's the idea of make sure you have at least 2 friends who can play it so that you have a group that legitimately enjoys the game, can learn together, practice together, and get better together. But if it's just you, it's not worth it. Well, it has been day 309, and we've been speaking about the game Innovation. And you've been speaking to the Meeples Champion. Like, share, subscribe, and check down below in the description where I'll be adding in an Amazon link in case you want to get this game for your collection. And don't forget to check on Board Game Arena, where you look me up under the name The Meeples Champion. You can friend me, you can ask me to play games. I'm happy to try them out with everybody. Until next time, I'll talk to you tomorrow.